It's safe, it's secure, and full of quality establishment.
Attention! This is a reminder. Any recovered historical, technological, or social documentation should be delivered directly to Proctor Quinlan. That is all.
Hesitating to pull the trigger on any of the Commonwealth
Proctor Tegan.
stuff.
Can I help you with anything?
I'll take a look.
Sure, I've got something that'll put a smile on your face.
The evil and the sense are replacing human. With exact duplicates. Makes it
Mole rat on a stick was a really bad idea. Excuse me.
Hope you ain't one of them synths that spy on me.
What's going on?
Sturgis, remember that holotape with all the Institute data? I need it back.
Oh, yeah? Why? What have you got cooking?
Does it matter why I need it?
Nah, of course not. Just me poking my nose into your business for no particular reason. Here you go. I've already made myself a copy.
So where are we off to next?
My back hurts, my feet hurts, everything hurts.
Yes.
Farm's not much, but it's something.
I'm happy to be able to deliver a little bit to you. If you were one of the folks worrying in hushed tones about the whereabouts of Diamond City's most effective detective, you can rest easy. Nick Valentine is back in town and seemingly none the worse for wear. While details about what happened to him are scarce, I for one am just glad he's back. And in one piece. And if there's any more good news to share, you'll hear it first here on Diamond City Radio. Mighty as ever, here's Roy Brown on Diamond City Radio.
If you keep hoarding this garbage, you're going to slow us down.
What's going on?
Elder Maxon ordered me to follow him to the gates of hell. Might be the first one.
Proctor, I came across a holotape with a full scan of the Institute's network.
Thanks. You know, it's good to see you're still in one piece. I wasn't sure what the Interceptor would do to you.
You didn't expect me to survive the trip?
A device like the Signal Interceptor is way out of my league. I was hoping you'd make it, but I find it tough to have faith in technology I don't understand. Speaking of technology I don't understand, I'll get this holotape to Proctor Quinlan. I'm dying to find out what's on it.
What do you hope to find on there?
Whatever the Institute doesn't want anybody to know. Before we jump to conclusions, let's see what Quinlan's scribes can get off of it. I'm sure the Institute has all of their data heavily encrypted, so it's gonna take some time to crack. After that, we'll have to see what we've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe. In the meantime, your mission to recruit Dr. Lee still needs to be completed. I believe Elder Maxon gave you all of the details? Good luck, Knight.
Paladin Danse.
There's something amiss.
Your thoughts?
The Brotherhood of Steel is lucky to have you within its ranks.
Nothing else I needed.
Very well.
You cause trouble, there's gonna be trouble. Got it?
Every piece in here is worth what I charge for it. No arguments.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Here's what we got.
Win the game! Buy a swatter!
If you're looking to keep your load light, we can shoot the breeze about the old-fashioned pistol, or anything else you...
Let's see what you got.
Something for everyone.
Synth-free shopping, right here.
Here to pick up a swatter, right?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
The genuine articles.
Don't be caught dead! Protection from Commonwealth weaponry!
For your hair, I'm thinking highlights. Or we could try a short shave on the sides. Or maybe some braids.
Sure.
All right, take a seat.
evidently pretty serious. And all empathize with what they're going through. I have seen reports of some fatalities, but my understanding is that they are now under control. If you haven't bumped into someone involved in anyone, don't worry. They're probably not dangerous. Just we got big crowd big with some advice that everyone can benefit from is to accentuate positive.
Hey there. I got an empty chair here just waiting for some beautiful customer to get a haircut. Now that's what I call locked and loaded.
Read about the man at a time. Vault.
Should the need arise, this fortification would make an excellent fallback point.
I might be a doctor one day. Or maybe a sharpshooter.
Huh. I haven't seen you before.
Too many good miles doctor. on the road.
Spend your
At least the
cash,
pay
and
is
I'll make it all better.
Looks clear.
Old Man Stockton.
I run 3 caravans that travel throughout the Commonwealth.
Old Man Stockton.
You ever buy anything from Good Neighbor or Diamond City? Odds are it's been delivered by my men.
Stockton.
If you ever find yourself needing to buy or sell something, especially in bulk, talk to one of my employees in the mart.
Hey again. Working on a slogan for this surgery. I'm thinking, the doctor is in, pain is out. That might be false advertising. Let's just talk shop.
Actually, I need some supplies for the road.
Let's see what I can spare.
Market's the white building with all the fancy columns. Always someone doing trading there.
You look thirsty. Enjoy an ice cold Nuka-Cola.
Stockton.
I hope you find your visit here profitable.
Need a place to stay? Grab it before someone else does.
Hi.
Don't be shy. You don't order fast, we won't have much booze left.
What have you got to trade today?
Huh?
What have you got to trade today?
Yes?
Seems to be growing well.
With that locket back, our Mary can truly rest in peace.
Bobby has very conspicuously disappeared. Word is, there's no trace of her in Goodneighbor. It's unclear at this time whether she actually pulled off the job she was rumored to have been plotting. Or, if some have suggested, she crossed the wrong people and won't be seen anywhere again. Ever. If you get my meaning. Now here's Ray Smith with right behind me.
Seems to be growing well.
We could do with a spot of rain.
Supervisor Brown.
Well begun is half done. By Jove! Well begun is half done.
Okay.
Sure.
Don't care much for Good Neighbor. That place is nothing but trouble.
Damn, really coming down.
Humanity is so resilient. To cling to life despite all of this. It is the duty of us all to further that survival.
Need something?
So, you ready to get it?
My systems are eager to absorb new data.
Rather be off murdering our pints. This'll do. Another day of hard work. Never changes.
Another day in the tunnel.
Enough of this slog. Just point us to the nearest watering hole.
Carry some of that valuable gear you love.
And that, folks, was the Inksbox. Harkening back to the days when searching for radioactive material was something to look forward to, here's Uranium Rock.
Just let me...
All maintenance requests should be directed to the Facilities Division.
Doctor, you've requested another synth memory.
It's preemptive. I want to avoid a potential... Our synth at Warwick sent his first report. Thanks for taking care of that.
Unit X688 speaks highly of your combat skills.
Dr. Lee.
You again. What do you want now? You're obviously here for a reason, and you've already spoiled my experiment, so you might as well spit it out.
You're the scientist. Why do you think I'm here?
Well, let's see. A Brotherhood of Steel airship arrives in the Commonwealth. You find a way to intercept our teleport signal, and now you show up at my door. I knew it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
Why would we want you dead?
I did some pretty sensitive work for the Brotherhood of Steel. Even though Lyons let me go, there were a few others in the ranks that thought I knew too much. That's why I came to the Institute. It was the only place that I thought I'd be out of the Brotherhood's reach and still be able to do my research. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
Are you happy here?
You'd think being surrounded by cutting-edge laboratory equipment and some of the greatest minds the world's ever known would be enough. Only problem is the lack of transparency. I don't think we get the full story on everything that occurs down here. What does that have to do with why we're talking?
The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs my help? Why? They seemed to have everything under control when I left.
Did you abandon any projects you wanted to complete?
You should know better than to ask me that. If they didn't tell you what I was working on, they didn't want you to know. I'm certainly not going to put my neck on the line and spread their dirty little secrets. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawling back to the Brotherhood? What reason would I have to throw away everything I've accomplished here?
Father trusts me, and so should you.
He trusts you because you're family. I'm not. I can't just take your word for it. I need more than that.
The Brotherhood has always been straight with you.
I am getting a bit tired of all the secrets around here. Sometimes I feel like Father isn't being straight with me. Like there are things I'm not supposed to know about. I don't like that. But still, how can I turn my back on all of this?
I give up. What would it take to convince you?
All right, I'll play your game. I had a colleague down here, a Dr. Virgil. Several months ago, there was an accident in his lab, and he was killed. I wanted to help with the investigation, but Father had the laboratory sealed, saying that it was contaminated. The incident never sat right with me. The more I asked about it, the more I felt like Father was deflecting my questions. If you bring me solid information on what killed him, I'll take it as a favor from the Brotherhood and consider your offer. Do we have a deal?
I know this may come as a shock, but Dr. Virgil is still alive. I met him myself.
Oh, please. Do you really think a cheap tactic like that is going to work on someone like me? Stop trying to avoid the legwork by lying. Either you get me the evidence, or we have nothing else to talk about. Deal?
I already have something that might convince you.
How did you... Never mind. Just let me see what you've got.
How do I know you'll honor our agreement?
I never promised I'd return to the Brotherhood. I said I would consider it. You're just going to have to trust me. If the Brotherhood didn't, they wouldn't have risked sending you to find me in the first place. Now hand it over.
I'm afraid it's bad news.
Since when do you know what I consider bad news? Just let me hear it.
As I'm sure you know all too well, I haven't always been the best at this job. Hey, let's face it, thanks to the efforts of a few of my friends.
I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down.
How I look at things.
If not for good, then
how I live my life.
At least for years to come.
I'd like to just take this opportunity
After that,
to thank the Vault Dweller.
I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So,
all right.
I have a plan. And if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the Coursers can find me.
They lied to me. They lied to me, and I didn't even realize how far it went. All those years of loyalty. For nothing.
No matter how badly it hurts, you needed to hear the truth.
And for that, I thank you. I came to the Institute to get away from the Brotherhood. From the whole world. I just wanted to do my research in peace. Father took me in and gave me access to cutting-edge technology that I only dreamed existed. I became jaded. I thought that the Institute cared, that they wanted to better mankind. Maybe in their own twisted way they still do. But now I realize if you can't trust the people you're working for, then it's all pointless. If they lied about Dr. Virgil, who knows what else they've been lying about? Or what their plans are for my work. I'll make my way back to the Brotherhood. But I'm going to have to do it on my own. I can't take any chances being seen with you. Tell whoever sent you that they've just regained the services of Dr. Madison Lee.
I have something urgent to report, Elder. The Institute is attempting to recover escaped synths at Bunker Hill.
How did you obtain this information? Our reconnaissance hasn't reported anything of the sort.
I have it on good authority. You'll just have to trust me.
Protecting your source, is it? Very well. Since you've given me no reason to doubt you in the past, your word will suffice. Your report provides us with a golden opportunity to state our intentions to the Institute. I'm placing you in command of this mission. Exterminate the synths at Bunker Hill, and whomever the Institute sends to retrieve them. I'll instruct Kells to assign you the appropriate backup. Dismiss, soldier.
Stray radio signals keep pinging the array. Gonna try to filter it out.
Delta sequence. Initiated. Completion time 4.
Stay sharp. Don't let your guard down.
Well, that's a few gunners that won't be attacking our settlements anytime soon.
When we all work together, the bad guys don't stand a chance. I'll let you know if I hear of any settlements that need our help. In the meantime, make sure to offer help to anyone that needs it. That can only help our cause.
Remember that settlement that was asking for help? All safe and sound again.
Good. This is how we're gonna take back the Commonwealth. One small victory at a time.
Most folks are just looking for a hand. All we gotta do is offer.
Orange-colored sky like Neptune cold. Just when you thought you'd heard everything, folks. There are about a very strange ship. There. Your friend Travis here is yet to learn that this thing is real. But I can tell you that wacky version I've heard so far is that this thing is supposed to somehow contact things in this place. Now, I don't think I believe that, but if it's true, and whoever building it can hear me, now the red thread. Anyone else up there knows what that thing does? Come see you for red thread finds. Full quarter, folks. You know you love it, and I guarantee the song will be stuck in your heads.
I can't believe superhumans.
Getting a bit of a twitch on prop 3, adjusting torque.
Engine turbines at 87% efficiency.
I received word that Dr. Lee is returning to us. How cooperative do you think she'll be?
Will she be harmed if she doesn't cooperate?
Absolutely not. We have big plans for Dr. Lee, including the resurrection of one of her greatest creations. The last thing we'd want to do is kill the Golden Goose. As soon as Dr. Lee arrives, we'll interrogate her aboard the Prydwen. She's been under the Institute's influence for the last decade, and we can't afford to take any chances. Now, on to other matters. Thanks to the success of your reconnaissance efforts, it's time to advance our operations to the next phase. I want you to report to Proctor Ingram at the airport. She has a special project that requires your immediate attention. Once again, Knight, you don't fail to impress. Dismissed.
Brahmin with a vertibird. Now that's a challenge.
If you find any technical documents, you should bring them to Proctor Quinlan for analysis.
I don't see why everyone isn't out to eradicate these abominations.
Proctor Ingram.
So, I bet you're eager to get your hands dirty on our new project. How much has Maxon told you about it?
Why all the secrecy?
We're pouring every resource we have into this thing. We can't risk tipping off the Institute. For now, the fewer people that know about it, the better. Come on, it's this way. Unless you're blind as a bat, I'm sure you've noticed that we've been building a gantry on the tarmac. Maxon and Kells have been looking for something that'll tip the balance when we go toe-to-toe with the Institute. Now, the Prydwen might be a big beast, but she's not built for fighting. That's where our new project comes in. This storage bay full of parts is what's left of Liberty Prime. The Brotherhood used it in the Capital Wasteland as a weapon against the Enclave. It's the most advanced robot the Brotherhood has ever had at its disposal. Unfortunately, Liberty Prime was destroyed in the line of duty. I've spent the better part of the last few years piecing him back together. And if you think that was easy, try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blindfolded. In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational, we're going to need your help.
My help? I don't know a thing about robot repair.
Why don't we leave the repairing to my scribes? You're going to be doing the legwork. Now, the good news is that we've got most of Prime's parts fully assembled. The bad news is that it's going to take more than a few rivets and some spot welding to get them working again. The first problem is his CPU. It's fragile. And every time we try to feed power to it, it blows itself out.
Why is the power blowing out his CPU?
Liberty Prime has a highly complex power system. A good deal of that system was damaged when he exploded. So I'm working in the dark, trying to come up with parts on my own. Luckily, you were able to convince Dr. Madison Lee to return to the Brotherhood. She was on the original build team for Liberty Prime a little over a decade ago. I've already spoken to her, but she's reluctant to work on Prime for some reason. If you could get her down here to lend a hand with his power system, we can get the big guy moving.
run into any synths.
Attention all Brotherhood soldiers. If you have not yet received your Squire mentorship assignment, please come see me on the bridge. Repeat, if you have not received your mentorship assignment, please report to the bridge. That is all.
As I'm sure you know all too well, I haven't always been the best at this job. Hey, let's face it, I've been pretty terrible. Thanks to the efforts of a few of my friends, I've decided to change how I look at things, how I live my life. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the Vault Dweller for lending me a hand. I really do.
Now that Dr. Lee's arrived, I'm certain she will be vital to the Brotherhood's success.
If you're here to talk me into working on Liberty Prime, you can forget it.
Get it on back to the music, shall we? The three sons are up next with worry.
You promised you'd help us.
You're right, I did. But you neglected to mention that I'd be asked to work on Liberty Prime. I've been down this road with the Brotherhood before. Why would I make the same mistake twice?
If not for the Brotherhood, do it for Dr. Virgil.
It's time to take a stand, Doctor. What's it going to be?
What they did to Dr. Virgil. You really know how to push my butt.
I heard Elder Maxim got that scar on his face. Get it on back.
Dr. Lee.
If you're here to talk me into working on Liberty Prime, you can forget it.
You promised you'd help us.
You're right, I did. But you neglected to mention that I'd be asked to work on Liberty Prime. I've been down this road with the Brotherhood before. Why would I make the same mistake twice?
Because we care what happens to the Commonwealth.
And we want to stop the Institute from using its technological superiority as a weapon.
You know, if anyone else wearing a Brotherhood of Steel uniform said something like that, I'd laugh in their face. But coming from you, it sounds like you actually mean it. Tell Proctor Ingram to get her scribes ready. It's going to take a hell of a lot of work to get Liberty Prime back online, but we'll get it done.
Hey.
Awaiting your command.
Paladin.
Can I help?
Your thoughts?
Rebuilding Liberty Prime will ensure our victory over our adversaries in the Commonwealth.
Your thoughts?
I really should have my armor adjusted while I'm here.
Your thoughts?
You watch my back, I'll watch yours.
Just wanted to check in. See how you feel things are going between us.
I'm glad you've adapted to the ideals I've been trying to teach. Keep up the good work, soldier.
That's all for now.
Affirmative.
Have you ever fired a minigun? Chews through barrels like paper.
see why everyone isn't out to eradicate these abominations.
When I get off duty, that Salisbury steak.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
Well, things are off to a good start. Isn't that right, Doctor?
I hope so. Prime suffered some significant damage to his memory core. I wish your people would have been a bit more careful, Proctor. The good news is that the damage isn't irreversible, and I should be able to get the power flowing into his CPU core without overloading. If your people stay out of my way, that is.
Charming, isn't she?
Sorry about that, Ingram.
Don't worry about it. We might be butting heads on a few issues, but I've dealt with worse. Besides, Dr. Lee's worth all the aggravation. We're working with one of Prime's original designers. I don't see it getting any better than that. In fact, since things are going so well, we're gonna have you start building his electromagnetic actuators.
What do the actuators do?
Pretty simple, really. The actuators are what allows Liberty Prime's arms and legs to move. Prime's new limbs are way too heavy for the simple hydraulic pistons he had in the past. We're gonna have to rip those out, construct a brand new system using electromagnets, and install them in his limbs. What we need you to do is build the actuators for us.
Now that you know what the actuators are, you need to know how to make them. These are the plans and the materials list. Don't lose them.
Now, before you get that look on your face, you'll be happy to know that we have plenty of the raw materials on that list right here at the airport. The only thing we need you to head out and find is a high-powered magnet. According to Proctor Quinlan, the best place to find one is in any of the ruined hospitals around the Commonwealth. We've already sent out a few teams to find the rest of the high-powered magnets you'll need. They should be back by the time you return.
Once you start building the actuators, we need one for each limb, so you'll need to make a total of 4. Good luck.
Remain vigilant. I know they're still here.
Intruder alert!
empty, abandoned. Notice they got what they wanted, but given how it was, you can't help but wonder if something else.
Long live the Brotherhood!
We may you know what? That's okay. Next is Granny Calls Me by Billie Holiday.
Grey's Anatomy states that a removed spleen can result in a modest increase in... Excuse me, should you be out of your room? Send them back to hell.
Initiating search for hostile target. Attention. Fugitive should be considered armed and dangerous. Warning, dangerous fugitive is on the loose. Do not attempt to apprehend. Hostile has escaped. Transmitting description to designated law enforcement authorities.
Why are you bothering with that, Joe?
Going down. Basement. Approach and identify yourself. Law-abiding citizen.
Stupid loses the race.
your step. There's quite a bit of debris here.
Going up. Ground floor. Ground floor. Going up. Basement.
Lock's really strong.
Going up. Ground floor.
Happening in the Commonwealth, folks. Not content with sitting quietly at the airport, the Brotherhood continues to make waves. They've recently been seen cleaning up Fort Strong, formerly occupied by some very whether they planned to annex the location, just wanted to get rid of the neighbors, I couldn't say. Whatever their reason is, now here's
Don't think I can pick this.
Going down. Basement. Basement. Going down. Second floor.
Good work.
Please
Don't
stand
anything
still
wrong.
and we shall begin the proceedings.
This is now a free fire zone. Do not attempt to flee. You will be identified and sanctioned. Attention. Fugitive should be considered armed and dangerous. Continuing search for fugitive. Fugitive has evaded pursuit. Law enforcement authorities now have primary responsibility for apprehension. Please remain calm if you are injured. Protect and serve.
This is recent.
Excuse me, should you be out of your room?
Going down. Basement. Protect and serve. Hold it right there.
Need something? You need to talk?
Your thoughts?
All this medical technology was worthless when the bombs fell. There's no cure for stupidity.
Your thoughts?
There's Brotherhood, then there's everything else. Nothing in between.
Just wanted to check in. See how you feel things are going between us.
You're one hell of a soldier, and I'm proud to call you my friend.
Your thoughts?
We should reconnoiter the hospital from top to bottom for supplies.
Didn't have anything else.
Very well.
Going down. Basement. Going up.
I'm sure you've all seen
Second floor.
some bold claims by our intrepid reporter.
Carrying too much gear is tactically dangerous, soldier.
Hey.
Want to swap some gear?
Mayor's office has, of course, issued a statement denying the validity of the article, saying all well done. The mayor himself insists that the raid confounded. But between you and me, listener, I'm going to keep my eye on just a bit.
Proctor Ingram?
That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Right on schedule. I've completed the restoration of Prime's basic functions, and he's ready to go. In fact, it's getting difficult to explain to the system why it can't move right now.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators in place, we'll have his arms and legs installed in no time. Which brings me to your next assignment. It won't be long before Prime can walk and talk, but he's missing one last important element. His nukes. Without them, his offensive systems aren't operating at peak capacity.
What's Prime armed with?
Prime has 2 weapon systems, his eye laser and his nuke pack. The eye laser can target a hostile from hundreds of yards out and take it down with pinpoint accuracy. His nukes are modified Mark 28 nuclear bombs. They used to drop the things from bombers during the war. Just one of the nukes is equivalent to about 3 or 4 Fat Man shells. Basically, whatever it hits isn't getting up again. His eye laser is almost ready to go, but without nukes to load into his pack, he's fighting at less than half his capability.
I'll run down to the Super Duper Mart and pick some up.
Cute. I wish it was that simple. Prime's bomb pack is fitted for Mark 28 nuclear bombs, the same type of bombs that were dropped from aircraft during the Great War. The Commonwealth was a major staging area for the military's Air Force, so we assumed we wouldn't have trouble finding them. But since we arrived, our scouting teams haven't located a single bomb.
That's going to be a problem. Without a fully loaded nuke pack, Prime won't have the firepower to take on the Institute.
Can I build the nukes like I built the actuators?
I could build you 1,000 nuke casings, right now, but we've got nothing to put inside them. The Mark 28s have a specialized nuclear payload that requires the correct balance of fissile materials in order for them to detonate properly. In other words, I'd love to mix you a cocktail, but I'm all out of liquor. But before you give up hope, there's actually a silver lining here. Proctor Quinlan has located some records regarding a military installation, which was used as a nuclear weapons storage facility. We're fairly certain this included a stockpile of the Mark 28s. The catch is that the installation is located somewhere within the glowing sea.
What do you mean you're only fairly certain? Are they in there or not?
The glowing sea is so heavily irradiated, it's giving us echoed readings and false positives. We're just gonna have to trust the records on this one. Scribe Halen's established a communications point on the frontier of the glowing sea. I suggest you head out there first, and establish a signal protocol with her so that the nukes can be airlifted out once you've located them. Hopefully, by the time you've returned, we'll be ready to wake Prime up, and you can say hello. Good luck, Knight.
Thanks to Bob Crosby,